Path Media. I was a minimum wage movie theater usher that made good and became a top earner in my network marketing company. Now, after 16 plus years in the profession, I'm finally teaching myself how to leverage the internet with online marketing and social media marketing to continue to grow and expand my business. My name is Ronnie Cruz, and this is Path of the Network Marketer.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about whether Facebook is dead. It's Facebook. Is Facebook dead? Is Instagram dead? Are any of these platforms dead? I know as of this recording, there's talk of legislation to ban TikTok, which is major. For those of you who are listening to this and are content creators, we really have to be adamant and speak out about this. I feel that it's unconstitutional for sure. If we have government controlling information, it's dangerous. And not only that, but it also potentially can take the livelihood away from content creators. If we give government this power, then we're allowing them to, potentially control other platforms or take away other platforms and be the only source of information. Information is important. Content, there still needs to be, as much as possible, content-driven, creator-driven content, so that information isn't only coming from very specific sources. This is important. Anyways, that's not the conversation I wanted to have today. That's a whole nother topic and a whole nother can of worms that we'll maybe save for another day. And it goes well beyond politics. That conversation is very principle based. Today, I want to talk about whether Facebook or any of the other platforms are still viable to marketing and strategy. Now, if you're speaking specifically from a marketing standpoint, I could understand. Again, marketers always love the next hot thing, and they're always wanting to be the early adopters and hopping on this trend before it gets popular and oversaturated, or the law of diminishing returns kicks in. I mean, I know Facebook has been around for a while, but it's not dead. It's not dead. And I think I've proven as much with going live every day I think I'm at like mid 60s or almost 70 days straight. Since January 1st, basically, I've been going live on Facebook. And it's proven to be incredibly effective for the outcomes and the things that I've wanted to achieve. I mean, largely the success of my content my influencer masterclass that I did, a couple of weeks back, the success of that was largely driven by Facebook and the visibility that I had created on Facebook through the lives and through the content that I was posting and publishing. So whatever you hear any marketer or any of these pundits and experts say about specific platforms and tools and things like that, no such thing. I mean, people were saying that email was dead years ago, and email is still the number one place to convert sales, right? To this day, no matter what anybody else wants you to believe, email is still the best source. So no, Facebook is not dead. It's definitely not dead. I think what's more important is really understanding the platform that you're on and maximizing that platform for visibility. It's really that's all it is. And you don't have to have a reach of 1 million people, and I'll talk about that in another episode. You don't have to have a following of 1 million people. I mean, on Instagram itself, for me, it's it's kind of frustrating and a shot to my ego how roller coaster the algorithm is in terms of the views I get and the exposure I get, right? But I know it's just it's whatever, right? And that the success of the campaigns and my influence and my viability and visibility doesn't rest on the number of viewers or even followers. If I'm reaching 100 people or 200 people with one reel, then that's awesome. That's awesome. By my standards, that's amazing. So all of it wins. You just have to really work the platform and increase your visibility. If I want more visibility on something like Instagram, then I'll increase my output. But right now, my main focus is Facebook, and it's working just fine. I mean, I'm posting, I would say about 2 to 3 times, sometimes 4 times a day, which does include the live. And that has helped my continue my increased visibility. I got a notification, I think it was yesterday or the day before, saying that I'm like somewhere like 48, 49 days of 49 days straight of increased visibility on Facebook, and it's because I'm posting content regularly, I'm showing up regularly, and my viewers, my audience, are engaging with that content. Now, I know Facebook very well because it's the platform that I've been on the longest outside of YouTube, of course. So I'm really comfortable there, and it lends itself to the longer form, like these conversations I have here on the podcast or doing the lives. So it's neither here nor there, and don't listen to any of whatever the talking heads say about any of the platforms. You can make what you want to make out of any platform that you want. It's just a matter of making sure that you're not listening to anybody else's standards but your own. All right. What the talking heads might consider failing, they might look at my campaigns and my output and my metrics as unsuccessful, but that's based on their judgment. And what do I care about their judgment? Like, it's working for me where I am in my journey right now. It's working for, this season of my career as I'm growing and learning. I've improved and increased my visibility. And so, yeah, nobody can tell me otherwise. Nobody can tell me otherwise. So it's really just make of it what you want to make of it, and stop letting other people define your experience based on their criteria of what it means to do it right, or to do it well, or to succeed in the thing. You get to create your own definitions around your experience, and as long as you're not driven by, again, these external circumstances or these talking heads, then you'll find not only fulfillment, but you'll find it much more enjoyable an experience, because you'll learn and you'll grow, and you won't, your own doubts and your frustrations won't get in the way of you enjoying the process, right? So no, Facebook is not dead. Instagram is not dead. YouTube is not dead. None of these platforms are dead. Otherwise, they wouldn't still be here. People will still use them. If you want to create results, do your best to listen to more than just marketing and business people, because they're gonna want to tell you specific standards and measures that may not apply to you. Right? And if you're not careful, you'll start buying into those specific standards and judge yourself as not being successful. Yeah. Your outcomes are the outcomes that you need right now to learn what you need to learn to get to and break through the next level of and the next phase of your career, right? The next phase of your journey. That's all it is. But to always be looking away and chasing the standard that somebody else set for you, you run the risk of losing sight, and therefore not learning the things that you actually need to learn, right? All right. So no, Facebook is not dead. Instagram's not dead. I know I'm repeating myself now at this point, but it's an important topic. It's an important topic. And tomorrow I'll talk about, metrics and views and things like that, and give perspective on that. But the main thing is just define for yourself. Make sure you define for yourself what standards, you want for this particular moment in time of your journey, this particular phase and season of your career. And really just be mindful of the narratives that you might be buying into that really probably aren't helping you. Right? Probably aren't helping you. So that's my message for today. Keep running your play, keep showing up, keep being consistent. And I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.